All right, let's hit it.
Now time for Rule and Ryan's prank call.
So you get in touch with Special K at krbe.com to be part of a prank call. It's krbe.com/prank call requests. And when you're there, you're also going to see all the other things we offer on our website, like the Raw Feed.
Yeah, it's back.
Oh, yeah.
It is the show after the show. The things we talk about in the Raw Feed do not air here on the proper Rule and Ryan show, Monday
Can
through Friday, 6 to 10.
give a little hint about what went down in the last Raw Feed?
Some things you can't really talk about, right?
It was a
Not
variety
safe.
of topics, like something that was very generic that we could talk about here, like what's underrated, overrated. But then it took a turn.
Yeah, we had a bunch of things we talked about that were overrated from. Man, I can't remember what we talked about.
Reality shows, are they overrated?
Yeah,
Is
first dates. That's like Starbucks. First date at coffee shops is overrated, underrated. Things like that, relationship stuff, and then.
But when it took a turn, it took a turn.
But it's unfiltered, uncensored.
We don't know where it's going to go. We just go in that room, hit record, and just see what happens.
Start talking. So you can find it at krbe.com. If you go to podcast, you'll see the Raw Feed on there under the Best of Rule and Ryan show. And of course, you can hear anything you missed on our show at any time.
And there's hundreds of them, too, if you wanted to go
Lots
back.
of them. So, Kevin, what do you have in store for us today?
Just speaking of the website, there is a lot there. Like you mentioned, you can even go to krbe.com/prank call request to put in your prank call. And at the bottom of it, it gives, it says, give us an idea or concept of what you want us to do. So Haley at the very bottom had,
He's
an
handing me the form.
exposition there of what
exposition.
what we're going to do. The idea is
All right.
Free Disneyland tickets. We can't do that.
that's
We
it.
can't
That
say-
is the idea.
That was it.
The idea was free Disneyland tickets. Okay.
They want you to call their family and get their hopes up that they got free.
Yes.
tickets.
And
I guess
then
so.
smash it.
Yes.
I mean, Kevin can be mean, but
Yeah.
even he's not that mean.
Congratulations, you got free Disneyland tickets. No, you didn't. You suck. You suck. Okay,
You're
bye.
never going to go to the mouse's house.
Haley loves you.
Let's make
That's
people cry.
hilarious. You gotta give him a scenario. My mom has booked us to go to Disney, and she's really crazy about our itinerary. It would be funny if you called her and told her that for some reason the hotel is canceled, and just take her for a ride on that. That's
Thank you.
a concept, my
That's
friend.
what I'm looking for.
Yes.
I
And she's
appreciate you
scared of
reaching
like
out.
Goofy. She's always scared of that
Yeah.
Goofy
Yes.
walk around, and then all of a sudden, you're like,
Brilliant.
Goofy will take
She's
you to your
afraid of
room.
mascots.
Now,
characters.
To help you.
Today we've got a brilliant basic idea. It's perfect timing.
Hey guys, I want to set up my little sister. She is freaking out right now that TikTok, is allegedly coming to an end.
Yes, it's really happening.
She doesn't believe that it's actually true, so I need you guys to, really sell her on a different service and try to convince her to move to something new.
Well, it's already happening. People are already moving on to the next spy app.
Yeah, people are going to
The
this.
next
The next data
People
mining.
actually go into like the ones that China actually owns, like
Yeah.
the red note. I'm like, don't do that.
Oh,
Especially if
yeah.
you want to travel down the future. If you do something bad on there,
And you're there?
or maybe you make a joke about China for some reason. I don't even know how.
Well, this is going to get me in trouble
You
then.
don't want to end up in one of their
Put this on a
prisons.
red note, and you go
Yeah.
to China like 5 years from now.
Oh, God.
They could look and they'll find this, and you're in prison.
Well, I'm kind of going off that premise that the next app idea I have is literally made by the government of China, the CCP, the People's Republic of China.
3CP.
Yes, who are allegedly spying on us through our apps. So let's give this young lady a call, Madison, and see if we can get her to switch over to my new service, Meganessa.
Hello?
Yes, good morning, Miss Madison. This is Dusty calling from TikTok, where we're just reaching out to our VIP creators here. I want to make sure you're aware of the imminent shutdown and liquidation of TikTok.
No, that's not real.
Ma'am, I'm afraid so. There is a liquidation sale we actually have going on right now as we close it all out. But don't worry, we have an alternative for you that I'm sure I can interest you in. But can I interest you in some merchandise that we have to offload here? Either a TikTok service or a TikTok Stanley.
I mean, I'm not looking for any merchandise, but what can we do to keep TikTok?
Well, I guess you could have voted differently, but it seems like all the candidates and peoples are all trying to shut us down. I can't imagine why. We don't spy that much. It's just a little bit, nothing to hurt you. You'll never notice.
I don't even care about that. I'm worried about my followers. I have like 1 million followers. Well, how do I keep my followers?
Yeah, well, don't worry. You can post your feet pics on our new app.
Oh my God.
My what?
Your feet pics?
No. Oh, no, baby. I don't do feet pics. I do makeup stuff. I'm like a beauty
Oh, I'm so sorry.
influencer.
Feet makeup?
No, like for your face. It's like beauty stuff, like for your face.
Oh, okay. You don't got to get all fresh and salty with me. I'm just trying to help you along here.
Well, you're calling me. You should know what I do if I'm one of your top influencers.
Yeah, sassy one. You're one of the. I'll put you in the sassy category.
Well, that's how I got my 1 million followers.
Oh my goodness. Well, whatever body part you're making up, we do have our sister app that's coming online here. It's called Make a NASA.
Makeup what?
Kind of like that. Yeah, Make a NASA.
Is it like all beauty stuff?
It's a Beijing-based CCP app.
I've never heard of it, but if it's in a different country, what's CCP?
It's the People's Republic of China.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fine. They're nice people.
So, okay, but now is this new app going to be just like TikTok?
We can slide all of your feet followers, makeup followers, whatever followers over to Make a NASA. And that's...
I get to keep all of them.
You get to keep all of them, and it's Make a NASA. It's where you can make a NASA yourself. On Make a NASA.
Wait, are you kidding me? Are you making fun of me right now?
No, ma'am. This is the real name of it. This is what the People's Republic has come up with. This fun name, Make a NASA. Like, make a NASA yourself. It's what we're all doing on TikTok anyway.
Make an ass of yourself? That's what the new app is called?
No, Make a NASA.
That's insane. That's not a good name.
Well,
I don't want that. I want TikTok.
Well, I'm so sorry, but your sister Caitlin thinks that you should not have it anymore.
What?
Your sister Caitlin, she's actually the one who reached out to me. My name is Special K. I'm from KRBE's Rula and Ryan show with Derek.
Oh, my God. Shut up. Oh, my God. I'm killing that bitch. See, I knew the TikTok ban wasn't real.
Yeah.
He's so full of it.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Not real. I guess we will see, right?
No, it's going to be fine. It's going to be safe.
And you don't want to be on Make a NASA?
No, shut up. That's okay. I hate you. Oh, my God.
Oh, goodness. Well, I hope that you can keep your followers from wherever you move to. But do you have a message for your sister that we could share with her on the airwaves?
You're going to have to bleep it, but it's you, Caitlin. Love you.
Oh, man.
Okay, the sisterly love. Say these words to me. Say, Special K pranked me on the Rula and Ryan show.
Special K pranked me on the Rula and Ryan show.
Wow.
Well, I got news. TikTok does plan to shut down U.S. operations. 170 million accounts, basically. It's not going to go away.
President Biden said he's not going to enforce.
Yeah, it's not going to go away.
Banning it the day before he leaves.
No.
So then it's up to President Trump, and then he could do what they said. Give it 90 days, you said?
Well, users who have downloaded
I'm
TikTok
so confused. I don't know what's going to happen
would
Sunday.
theoretically still be able to use the app, except the law also bars U.S. companies starting Sunday from providing services to enable distribution, maintenance, or updating of the system.
The thing that sucks about TikTok is, like, I typed in Tesla just to see what Tesla cars, and then the algorithm is, like, every fourth one is a Tesla something.
Oh, yeah.
And then they see me watching it, and then they know, he wants to see more Tesla.
Well, they all do that.
So now, yeah,
But just with
Instagram
everything,
is
though,
that
it's like,
too.
oh my God, I got to hit
Like
search
if you
for
show
something
the
else.
slightest bit of interest in anything, you're going to be inundated, just
Mine will be
hammered with ads.
It'll be sports, bourbon, and Tesla cars, I guess.
Yeah, that's what you looked up. That's what you got.
See,
I
honey,
guess
I'm
I'll
not
wait
looking at
and
girls. I don't do that stuff.
No. And your wife grabs your TikTok. Wow, there's a lot of girls in bikinis here. What
On
are
these
you looking
Teslas,
at?
drinking bourbon.
Mine's just bourbon.
Why is this
She'd
girl in
rather have
bikini
the
holding a
girls-
bottle of bourbon?
Yeah.
Bourbon costs
It
money.
is on top of it. Okay, go to krbe.com, like we said, /prank-call requests. You can also hit up our podcast there, the raw feed. It's the show after the show. There's a lot to do at our website. Now, coming up next, we want to hear from you at 833-390-KRBE with the banning of TikTok and the banning of red dye. Well, one of the
3
cancer-causing dyes that's still in our food. There's 8 other terrible ones that we're still.
Hey, this is a start.
eating.
We're getting rid of
Yeah.
one.
Yep.
If there's something you could ban, what would it be? And it doesn't have to be something like, oh, I just think that Pop-Tarts are the devil.
No, but it could be
something
silly.
like-
You could like I would ban any car from ever being able to switch lanes on 59, right where
Why?
the loop is.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can't
right.
change lanes in 59 ever?
I mean,
No.
He means like
Entrance
610
ramp.
and the entrance out. People
You're talking about
Yeah.
the merging over.
they merge over right at the last second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
the
you have
cutters.
to. There's dumbasses who just sit on their phones, and then like you get like 20 feet of open space.
Not me, man. I'm always I'm right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I ride that tail.
I feel bad with who's ever with me because I'm hitting the brake because I'm like, I'm not letting them in.
So you could, it's whatever, and it can be unrealistic.
People clapping on airplanes.
What you would like
when they
to
land.
ban.
You
We
should
want to hear
ban
from
that
you.
because
Why
you're
are you so
stupid.
hateful? Why does that bother you so much?
Because I've never been on a plane before. Oh,
maybe they
look at
haven't.
this steel bird landed.
Maybe there was bad turbulence, and you're glad that
And
you
thank God you're
came
alive.
down okay.
That's
Yeah,
right.
whatever.
Gosh, Eric.
I would
you're such
ban
a snarko.
I'm
crankiness.
banning it.
Ban your snarkiness. Okay.
Ban it.
833-390-KRBE. We'll talk to you next on The Rule and Ryan Show.
Stupid Crocs.
The Rule and Ryan Show on 104.1 KRBE. And if there's something that you could ban, what would it
Like
be?
TikTok's going to go away apparently, or the form of TikTok
Who knows
is
what's
going to
gonna
change
happen?
on Sunday. We're not really sure. Or yesterday we were talking about the red dye that was banned finally, but there's like 42 other dyes. We got to figure out how to ban those.
I would just like to ban when you go shopping somewhere, whatever you see the prices, that's what you pay.
That'd be
Instead of like,
nice.
you
Something
gotta
like,
add
add the
plus tax.
taxes to it or whatever. I don't want to do.
Oh,
just-
yeah.
If it's like in Europe, if it says $12, it's $12. It's
That'd be nice.
$12.50. It's $12.50.
Especially cars, because
Cars?
you go and check out for your car, and it's like
2,000 extra, right?
Oh yeah, 3,000 extra. It's like, wait, what? Plus tax, title, and license. Wait, no, we just negotiated to this price.
Yeah, you're like, I want to walk out the door price.
My price, my monthly was so good. No,
Your monthly was you didn't
welcome
have
to a
any
new car.
We have to talk about that later today.
But the ban could be for anything. Like you could say, I want to ban somebody from using coupons for 10 different things in
Like the
front of
old
me
days
when
used to
I
be
have one
Writing
thing.
checks, they used to be a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they
Like I said, fake pockets.
hold up the
Why?
line.
Why fake pockets? Why? What's the point?
Crocs.
We're on the phones. 833-390-KRBE. Hi, is this Andrea or Andrea? I have to double check.
It's Andrea. You were right. It's not Andrea.
Andrea, what would you like to ban if you could?
I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but I would like to ban people from throwing cigarettes out their windows while you're going down the highway.
Yeah, absolutely. It's litter.
I say this because I've had a cigarette that has actually gone back into my car.
Not
And
cool.
I almost had a wreck because it landed right on my arm, and I was like, oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Wait, not your own
Well, I
cigarette.
don't know what
Somebody
it
else
was.
threw a cigarette and it landed in your
No.
car?
Yes. No,
Yeah.
I don't smoke.
Oh,
yes,
my But
they
that's
flipped it
right.
out the
Yes,
window and it
I
went
was
in
like,
hers.
Oh, my God.
Good grief.
And all
Yes.
that-
It was the person that was in front of me, I suppose, and it came back into my window. And I was going to Louisiana, and I was like, oh my God! And I almost wrecked. And I was like, what the heck is that?
What a
Oh,
random
yeah,
way to go,
nuts.
too. What a random way to have a car
Yes.
accident. And the cop is like, what happened, ma'am? Well, somebody's cigarette butt
And you
almost
know what?
burned me.
If you can't stand the smoke because you don't want to put it on your ashtray,
Oh, yeah.
because I don't want my smells. Well,
Don't want
screw you.
ashes
Then
in
they'll
there.
be smoking.
I mean, while we're at
Keep it.
people, like even in this building, they like to go to, they can't smoke in the building, so they go downstairs and they smoke next to the cars. I turn on my car, and my car smells like cigarette smoke.
And if you love sea animals, just know that everything you put down on the ground is going to eventually wash into Galveston Bay.
And it's true. Years
He'll
ago,
find his
Kevin,
way.
and I don't know if this stat still stands, but for years, the number one litter item on beaches across America were cigarette butts.
I believe it.
That was the number one litter item. Okay,
Gross.
Andrea, we agree with you. Good one. Have a great day, Andrea. Rachel
Now
is
it's
next.
vape cartridges.
Yeah, 833-390-KRBE. Hi, Rachel. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good morning.
Good. So if you could ban something, Rachel, what's on your list?
So I would want to ban the reply all button on emails that you get that are company wide, because I'm fine getting the first one, but then when I'm getting like 5 or 10 just random LOLs or I agree, I could save that 5 minutes of my life.
That's like a group
Amen.
text, like when it constantly is ding, 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 ding.
Actually, somebody put that in there,
Exactly.
Ryan. Somebody texted about involuntary group text you get looped into.
And then half of
That's
you
like
don't
the
see
same
the
thing,
names.
Rachel.
You don't know.
You
them.
don't even know who's
Like, who
doing
are these
it.
people I'm writing
I don't
back
mind if
to?
it's a group like I know. Like I say, it's all of us. I don't. You guys can ding me all the time.
Right, but if
Whatever.
it's 18 numbers on there and you only recognize the one that sent it to you,
Ooh.
no thank you.
That sucks.
That's not cool.
I like that.
Rachel, we agree with that. Reply all. That's gotten people in trouble, too.
It is.
They accidentally hit reply all, and they don't want to hit reply all.
And that name rhymes with
Kevin.
Smevin.
I don't even know if his are accidental, like especially if it's a criticism. Well, we wouldn't have had that problem unless Ryan had done this.
Per my last
Sent
email.
all.
That's what he wants everyone to know.
Thanks for calling, Rachel.
Quinn.
Jacqueline's next at 833-390 KRVE. Hi, is it Jacqueline?
Jacelyn, yes.
Jacelyn. Does everybody do that? It drives you crazy?
Oh, I get crazy names: Jocelyn, Jacqueline. I get Jaslyn, everything.
Sorry.
Jaslyn, that's fun.
From the
Jazz
way it's
hands with
spelled.
Jaslyn.
Okay, so Jacelyn, that's how I'm saying it. Jacelyn. Okay, Jacelyn,
Yes,
welcome
ma'am.
to the show. What would you like banned other than saying your name?
All
wrong?
right. I would like the word alpha banned.
Alpha?
I hate when people use the word alpha to describe themselves. It's mostly men, but I work with a bunch of men, and that's all they say. Oh, is this alpha? Is this alpha? I'm like, guys, stop saying that. No.
Like I'm an alpha male.
Tell him to
Yes.
say skibbity instead.
Yeah, skibbity toilet. Riz. Yeah, alpha, yeah.
That's so interesting that that's so on your radar.
That's
they use it
weird.
that much.
Why are they
Yeah.
saying it so
I don't hear
much?
that a
Are they
lot.
what are they doing it for? Are they like talking about
I
hunting?
mean, just like, no, like if they do something cool or like
Oh,
good,
okay.
they were
Really?
like, oh, yeah, that was alpha. That
Oh,
was alpha.
okay. It's just their vernacular.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen. Tell them stop
And
trying to
I
make
think it's
alpha
mostly-
happen.
I think it's mostly just because I'm with like the younger generation. But I mean, I work with all groups of ages of people. So
Got it. All right.
I know
Well,
how you feel.
Jacelyn.
We have it all here.
Yeah, the alpha. Somebody texted they would like to ban people wearing pajamas in public
Amen.
to go to the grocery store.
I like
And
that.
to the gym.
In the
They
gym.
definitely wear them to the
I
gym.
see
Places like
people in
that. Flannel
pajamas
bottoms.
everywhere.
Fuzzy bottoms, furry, cozy bottom.
I don't
pajama
mind if they're
bottoms.
the plaid ones. It's the ones that are like characters. I
Yeah.
don't like those
Garfield
ones.
or like those
Yeah.
old cartoon characters
like,
and stuff. And,
Hello Kitty and
Yeah.
all those.
Could you imagine, like, if my dad's generation were to, like, back in their day, time travel to 2025, and then why the hell are people wearing their pajamas outside?
yeah, they'll be like, what the hell's this?
They'd be
guy?
like, what happened? They all wore a suit to work, and I see people in the
on
grocery
airplanes.
store.
On
Yeah.
airplanes back in the 60s, I saw photos. And
There they
70s,
dress up.
because no one
Right.
really did it much, so
Right.
that's why. Now
Wear
we
hats.
just wear our pajamas and Uggs and Crocs.
You got a good point, though.
Why'd you
It's
have to
'cause-
say Uggs like that, Eric? And look at me.
Hey, because you got
Uggs are
everyone has them.
classy.
My kids
okay?
have them.
They're
I
classy.
tell my kids,
They're warm.
don't wear those in the rain.
They get too hot.
No,
It's true.
suede, wet suede. Ugh.
Let's go to Ivan on the Rule and Ryan show on 104.1 KRBE. Ivan was a former Rule and Ryan show radio school.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Ivan, hi, welcome to the show.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
How old are you now, Ivan?
33.
Believe it or not, I was 14 when I was on the show. I'm 25 now.
Wow.
My,
Me too.
my.
You're almost-
Were you in the same graduating class as Chips? Was Chips in your
I
class?
sure was.
Oh, no.
yeah.
Yep.
I love chips.
Hi, Ivan. How's it going? What would you like to add to the list of what would you like banned?
Okay, so mine might be a hot take because I know some people love this, but I would love to ban self-checkout lines at grocery stores.
Why?
I think it's going to, well, like when I'm at Walmart and I have a full cart of groceries or Target and all there is self-checkout, like I'm not an employee. Like I have to like pick up my own items, bag my own items.
Well, it'd be nice to
and
have the
it probably takes me
option.
longer.
Because wasn't
It'd be
self-checkout
nice.
created
Like-
for the small amounts
Yeah.
of groceries? Because I agree with Ivan. If I had a huge cart, I'm like, wow, this is a lot. I got to...
But companies have gotten lazy and they expect us to do all the work.
Plus
they don't even offer us the option of having somebody check us
Well, you
out.
have a lot of stuff, though, that thing you have to keep it because it weighs it. So then you can't fit all your stuff on
Yeah,
there.
you can't
Yeah.
fit all your
It
bags.
sucks.
Or if you take it off
Yeah,
the
and
little
then it's
scale.
like
Say it again, Evan.
return to weight. Yeah, I was like return to weight, place item in bag, it's in the bag. I don't know. And then if I have coupons, it's just kind of like I'm not getting like a check to scan my own groceries.
And it's taking
so-
away jobs, too. You're right. That's going to be the future. They're going to do it all.
And
everywhere.
it
just-
holds up the
Sucks.
checkout line, Ivan, if you accidentally shifted the weight. Now the light is on. It won't let you continue. You got to call somebody to come over anyway. I hear what you're saying about that. I would say,
It just feels like customer
Shift-
service has
shift-
gone the wayside.
well, shift the ban to self-checkout should only be for 15 items or less.
I'm
12
surprised,
items or
I'm
less.
surprised they even
Or
started
just
like
don't use it.
make us
I
tip.
don't think it should be banned.
Do you think that'll be the future of tipping?
Which one?
No.
At Kroger and HEB and Costco.
Turn the iPad around
They
and
go,
tip.
There's a question on there.
I go to Jersey Mike's, it happens.
Yeah.
There's a question on there you need to answer before we finish this transaction, and then I'll need your phone number.
All right, there's a question.
The new thing now is
I don't give that out.
You go to, I was at a restaurant in the middle is when they turn it around to you, it's 22%. It starts there. So I have to take my finger while they're looking at me and hit 20.
Or custom.
Oh, you hit custom, and this goes to zero.
Yeah, no, thank you.
To zero. Yeah, and then it turns around and it says your total, which is the exact same thing they fed you in the first place. And then they're like, aha, but chewy.
So many of the people, like when I go to a sandwich shop and they have all those tips out there, I could tip them like 25%. They don't care. And I could tip them 0%. Same reaction.
Do they even get it?
They don't care. They don't get it.
Or is
I
the
don't think
owner
they
of the
understand.
store like a sandwich shop who gets it at the end of the week?
I don't know how that
do they
works.
figure out who's working that hour?
Wouldn't you just
and they give
be so mad if you found out it goes to the national pot?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you just be so mad?
The national
The
pot?
national pot of tips
Or the one
for
where
that franchise.
There's places where now they raise it up. Do you want to round up?
Oh, yeah. No, I don't want to round up.
And I'm like, well, maybe if it's 88 cents, sure.
Sometimes I get guilty.
5 cents? Hell no, that's a lot of money.
Other things people want to bang.
That nickel's a lot of money.
No, I mean, no, because they want to round up from 5 cents.
Yeah,
Round up to $1.
why would you want to round up?
Sometimes
Who's
they do
getting
that for charities.
profit?
A lot of times they'll say
Yeah.
for charities.
Charity-
Taco Bell does that.
We round
Charity
up,
is
we
their
can
pocket.
give to
But
Big
they-
Brothers Big Sisters or pediatric
They
cancer
always
or
give
whatever
me
it is.
I just don't trust anybody.
Well, it's like tacos for tots or something like that.
Taco
You've never heard of it, then you're not
They
going to
should
round
make
up.
tacos.
I'm always like, sure, can you add the extra mild sauce? Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
I mean, how weird would it be, like, if you carried
give you the
cash
number?
in
Sure.
your pocket, like, instead of tipping, you run up your sandwich and you just hand the kid $2 extra.
They wouldn't know what to do.
They'd be like, huh? What? Huh?
What is this?
Hey, real quick, Peyton is calling in because Andrea said a cigarette butt thrown out of somebody else's car landed in her car and it nearly caused a wreck. Peyton's on the line because she would like to add to that, and I never thought of this. This happens often, but hi, Peyton. Good morning.
Good morning. How are y'all?
Hey, fantastic.
So what is it about the cigarette butt burn you want to tell us about?
So I ride horses, and so the cigarettes, if they're flicked out the window and they land inside of a trailer, it will cause the trailer to catch on fire.
Oh, damn.
And you won't know because the horses are behind you.
That'd be awful. But aren't cigarettes banned?
Yeah, and half the time someone will have to flag you down and be like, hey, your trailer's smoking.
So that's happened to you.
Damn.
Not to me personally, but to a friend of mine.
Yeah, if they
Wow.
flip a butt out and
If
it
a cop-
lands in that straw,
If a cop sees you, that is littering.
it is. You're not
So
allowed
it's-
to throw
it's
that
kind
out.
of banned, really. I mean,
Really? A cop can pull you over if you throw
Throwing a cigarette
Yeah,
butt, yeah,
you
it's
throw anything out.
non-biodegradable.
Oh, yeah,
You're
don't mess
throwing
with
trash.
Texas.
yeah.
Don't mess with Texas is the
Interesting. I
phrase
didn't
about.
realize
What
that.
about bubble gum? If you spit
Yeah,
your
so it
gum
is
out
kind
the
of
window,
banned.
Oh, is bubblegum one?
like if you spit your gum out the window, is that considered littering?
I like to
hope
see how
not.
far I
Well,
can
that
spit
ends
it.
up just becoming one with the concrete.
I guess if the cop
Yeah.
is in the mood,
Yeah,
sees
and
it
it,
doesn't like your attitude.
I'd be like, it was spit.
Maybe you drive a big red truck and they're like,
Your
oh,
spit
look at
was
this
pink.
guy.
Tail lights out.
This guy's
Let me get
driving a
this
red truck,
gum
thinks he's all
spitter.
hot. Stuff.
Lifted. Big. Kevin just got a new red
I
truck.
love the inside humor.
Y'all go to the listener line, 713-278-VENT. That's 8368 on your phone. Things that you wish could be banned, but they aren't.
Actually, if you are a police officer, just text if you like to pull over red vehicels more than anything. Because you always
That's
hear
the story.
that is
catches
that's,
their eye.
That red
that's been
vehicle
alleged
can pull over the
Yeah,
most.
I think that
for
might be
30
a myth.
years.
Just like your insurance goes up if you have a red vehicle. I think that's a myth.
I think,
Or maybe my dad told me that because he didn't want me to get that red BMW
I think
wanted.
that might be the
like red
case.
sports cars, they get pulled over a lot because
Because they're noticeable, because they're
I
red.
would think so,
Yeah.
yeah.
But this is a red
37530.
Texas truck.
Is that a myth or is that the
Texas
truth? Fact or
I'm like, Kevin, you
bullcrap?
better have a fund for your speeding tickets.
Yeah, because you do have a lead foot.
It's a V8 now, baby.
And that's in your old truck. This one, you're going to get.
Oh, man.
Coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, yesterday I was talking about the woman in France who was duped out of almost $1 million helping Brad Pitt fight cancer. Yes, you heard that right. Brad Pitt does not have cancer, but somebody took her for a ride for over a year. Well, Brad Pitt speaks out about that. We'll talk about that in Scoop next on The Rule and Ryan Show.
Listen. Get ready. This is Rula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
KRBE.
It is brought to you by Taqueria Sarrandas. And yesterday I talked about this woman in France who gave close to $1 million to scammers claiming he's Brad Pitt and he's dying of cancer and he can't spend his own money on his treatments because of his legal divorce proceedings and the Miraval
But how can you
lawsuit
be-
with Angelina
This just
over the
proves,
wine.
Ryan,
How can
you can have
believe-
money, it doesn't mean you're smart.
Right.
That's
this
what I'm
woman-
going to say. I mean, like, the man is worth $400 million. How can you think that you are going to be his savior.
You watch him on TV
First,
or movies, you're
she
delusional.
was approached by a woman who in this lady's retelling of how she got scammed, so that Brad Pitt's mom reached out to her first, but doesn't say how she found her in France. And then sent pictures of Brad in his gown, in his hospital gown with his IVs and all this stuff. And some of these pictures, y'all, are so terribly photoshopped. It's obvious it's like some regular person in the hospital with his face pasted over it. It looked terrible. And she's not that old. It's not like we're talking about an 85-year-old woman. She's only 53 years old, and she was duped for almost a year.
Is she lonely?
She know better.
She was divorced. She got a lot of money out of the divorce. They say over $1 million in her divorce, and $850,000 of it went to these scammers.
Oh, my God.
So Brad Pitt's rep said it is awful that scammers take advantage of fans' strong connection with celebrities, and wanted to warn others who may find themselves in another precarious situation with a celebrity to just really question every single step. Like, why would somebody who doesn't know you, who's rich and famous and doesn't live anywhere near you, has never met you, asking you to send them money?
Is he going to meet up with her? At least, I mean,
what are you going to say?
I wouldn't give her the $1 million. But
I would want a video chat for $1 million. I'd want to see some FaceTime action. But even that, they have AI that is so sophisticated, you can actually think you're talking to that person.
Yeah. But if I was Brad Pitt and the real Brad Pitt, I'd be like, I'd like to meet with her and just talk with her. I feel bad.
Yeah, but then if you meet with her, then you're going to feel, I guess I should give her something.
Oh, obligated?
But yeah, because, and here's the thing, the scammers still got her money. I don't know.
I'm sorry, you're kind of dumb.
So awkward.
I mean, I feel bad, but this should be a general lesson for everybody out there. Never give money to a celebrity. Even if you think it is the real celebrity, a celebrity is not going to ask you for financial aid, ever.
Or anything on text. I'm getting text now. It's like for toll tags and all kinds of things.
No, I got one this morning.
I think everything's a scam.
The last couple days.
Everything.
Never click on a link on a text, ever.
Terrible. It's just
delete
terrible. So anyway, just talk to your family. And in her case, she hadn't told anybody she was giving Brad all this money. Like, not once had she said to anybody, not out of shame. She just kept it to herself. Like,
because he wanted it that way. He probably said, just don't tell anybody, because if the press gets a hold of this, I'm going through my divorce and blah, 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 blah.
So there's an answer
crazy.
for everything.
It's so crazy. I mean, we have celebrities that get, their houses broken into while they're in them. There's just a different vibe. Like, it's not a vibe. That's not the right word. There's a different mental state of people who really just think they just want to be close to you. And then when you get that person, what's going to happen? Like, I always mention that video that I saw of Justin Bieber when he was about, I think he was like 17, guys. And I don't know where he was, but it was an open space, lots of concrete and trees. And he was literally running for his life because there was a mob of girls coming after him and he didn't know where to go. And I'm thinking, when they caught up to him, what were they going to do to him? Rip off his clothes?
Probably. They don't realize just
kiss all
one
over
person
him.
grabbing him, and then you get 100 people grabbing him.
Imagine that. Like, that's terrifying, right?
Yes.
And then, he has that song Lonely, and we played it a lot on KRB at the time, but it really is about how and Gabriel Iglesias, we're giving away tickets to see him. He's a comedian. He's here. He also said it is the weirdest thing to be loved by so many and so alone at the end of the day. You're so alone. Because he said he got really depressed. He actually contemplated suicide when he was in our studio. Who told us about that? How it's very prominent in the comedian world that they are suicidal because you have this high of all these people that love you and laugh and laugh and laugh for like an hour, and then you're by yourself in a hotel room again.
And then wherever you're at, if you're not funny, how do you live up to that? Like, I've been Jim Carrey. Man, he was a jerk. He was boring.
Well,
stuff
they
like
expect you to be on 24/7.
By the way, we got a lot of people that said maybe that French lady's ex-husband was the one that scammed her to get the money back.
Oh,
it's
funny how we're all detectives. So we've just got this mindset.
She got the $1 million in the divorce. I'm going to get it back.
Wow.
I know she loves Brad Pitt.
But I mean, it's a sad reality because they do use these algorithms and they look for profiles of people that could be potentially vulnerable.
We have an update real quick, Kevin. We were asking about red vehicles. Do they get pulled over more? What would you? Got a lot of text there.
An officer texted us.
Officer Cisneros, thank you so much for texting that he does not pull over red vehicles more so than any other vehicle. And He hasn't, nor do any of his buddies. Also, spitting out gum, he indicated that would most likely be thrown out of court anyway.
Oh, it would.
If
So
you
they're
get
not going to
pulled over
pull
for
you
that.
over for
He
spitting
says,
your gum out.
stopping
the
someone
window.
for spitting gum is ridiculous. Thanks, Officer Cisneros.
Now,
Here we go.
time for the Rula and Ryan Show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
I always think if there is a quota, like, they say there's not a quota, but I'll be like, all right, I
The
gotta get
ticket quota at the end of the
I'm
month.
getting my tickets right now because it's going to be cold next week. I don't want to be outside writing tickets.
No, that's true.
Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to get you guys a lot. Friday,
Never thought
Saturday.
about
And then
that.
way, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm just helping with accidents. That's why I'm not a
Officer
cop.
Aaron.
That's how, yes, you're
That's why I'm
thinking.
not a police officer.
Yeah, thank God.
This is
you're
also
not.
the man that thinks that if you pick your nose when you drive by a cop, he won't pull you over because he's grossed out.
Yeah, if you do something embarrassing.
Oh, I don't want to write a ticket. That guy has a boogie
He's
on
not
his
touching
finger.
my pen.
Great.
All right, so I've really had my my fears about going back to the Galleria and shopping there, but again, last night
Because?
somebody shot dead in the Galleria area. This is according to Houston Police Department. The shooting happened Westheimer and Post Oak Boulevard. I know KHOU Channel 11 flew their helicopter over the
I saw that.
center around 7:20 last
That
night.
was in the Galleria or just in the area, you're saying?
In the parking lots. So HPD
which
said
side?
the victim was driven to an urgent care on San Felipe and did not survive.
Where was it? Dillard's parking lot? Neiman side? Because if you're Galleria,
couldn't
Post Oak,
tell.
and Westheimer.
Couldn't tell. But there's so much. I mean, there have been shootings at the Galleria. It's definitely not how it was when I was growing up. Now, for the second consecutive season, PBR, we had, who was the bull rider we had in the other morning?
Dalton
Castle.
Dalton Castle.
Best name ever.
That is. That's a great
That's right,
radio name. That's a
Yellowstone.
great name, period.
Dalton Castle.
They're going to premiere their Unleash the Beast. That's tonight in Houston, Texas at Toyota Center. It's going to be today and tomorrow. The event will mark the 8th time the sport's top tour has taken over Houston. And second, that the world's best bull riders and bovine athletes have completed inside Toyota Center. You can get your tickets by going to toyotacenter.com.
So they're bringing dirt into the Toyota Center?
Yeah, they did. What is it today? Friday? So they did it yesterday, I believe, at like 4. So right now it's got dirt in there.
How much dirt do they have to bring in?
Good
I
Lord.
have no idea.
A lot of dump trucks full.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing to watch them turn to ice for the whatever, and then for gymnastics, and then for basketball, and then for rodeo stuff. It's really
It is
incredible.
amazing
They
what
should
they
do a
do
time
over
lapse
there.
on their website.
Yes.
Yeah.
Liza, get on that. Put a time lapse on your website at toyotacenter.com so you can
I
watch
love when
that.
they do that.
Okay,
And
coming
then
up next.
Getting it out, too.
What do you think is the most popular, quote, dream job in the United States? Most everybody thinks this would be epic to do this as a job. Think about that, and we'll reveal it next on The Rule and Ryan Show.